We know that DC is in the shape of a diamond. The minister raised a diamond. It's found out that Benjamin Banneker in 1791 laid a stone every 1 mile on the original boundaries of DC. The diamond is not an arbitrary shape or symbol. It means something. The diamond means something. In fact, if you look up the diamond in the dictionary of symbols, the diamond talks about something coming out of the Greek word adamas, meaning unconquerable. In emblems, it often indicates the irradiant mystic center. The mystic center. Why would a diamond be considered a luminous being? So people tell me they're looking for the Illuminati. I said, well, where are you looking? Where are you looking? What did you break down? Are you listening to what it's saying? What are they saying? That somewhere in the diamond is a mystic center. So we would want to check what it was they were talking about and what those things meant. So we go back. Here's Tony Browder even talking about the diamond of DC and how Jefferson, on behalf of Washington, decided it would be a diamond shape. And the role of the square shape and the role of Elephant, who of course was led around by Banneker. The Washington Post, well no, this is in the Dictionary of Symbols by Biederman. When people start using these, the number 4. What does the number 4 mean? So we talk about the number 4, taking you back to that 4-letter name of God, the Hebrew tetragrammation. What did they say that the diamond was? They said that this year also meant the Hebrew tetragrammation, or the unspoken name of God. So this is what the Masons laid. So when they answer Farrakhan in the number 4, they go back to him raising up what the pyramid and the RCNI really means. And they answered him in front of everybody. Says the number 4 is associated with the cross and the square. The cross and the square. So when you look back at Tony Browder's description of the area, he lays it out in a cross. It says it's based on the concept of the square. Now, let's get into a little further the symbolism of the organization and where it picks up certain things. Speaking of symbolism, let me set that up there a minute, and you look at that. See if you can get the symbolism out of that. Thank you, brother. See if you can get the symbolism out of that. Maybe somebody might want to stand up and say what that is. That's the cover of the book written by that white guy. Right? Y'all remember that? What's that other picture up there?
Skull and bone. What's that at the feet? What's that at the feet? Black dragon.
Some black dragons biting at Clinton's feet. Clinton is on what?
White horse.
And what did it say would happen when the white horse came?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, check. Now, how much do they need to tell us before we know what they mean? Do we need to say any more?
No.
So that's the climate under which we operate. Here's what they call a Boule song. Listen to this. Let me take a sip here. Give me a 1 and a 2.
1 and a 2.
From far. No, you're right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. From far and near, you've traveled here over rough and rocky road to reach the open portals of Sigma Pi Phi blessed abode. Our hearts, our homes, to you belong, and glad we are that you have come to share our fellowship song, to share our fellowship song. Each archon who has dared to taste of the cup that threatened death, dear Sigma Pi Phi will defend with his life and dying breath. Should any for a Greek assail, his cunning words shall not avail. Our ears are deaf to envy's tale, even deaf to envy's tale. You hear that? They're saying y'all gonna jam us for being a Greek, and we're telling you now we can't hear this shit. And we won't listen to this shit, because we'll defend what we are to the death. Long as you call a decision, I'll bring you the game. I'm going to read that again, because there's symbolism in here that we have yet to fully decodify. It says, each archon who has dared to taste of the cup that threatened death. In the ritual, they must use some cup with some liquid to symbolize something. And say, you tell, that's poison in the cup. Dear Sigma Pi Phi will defend with his life and dying breath. Should any for a Greek assail, they put Greek in quotation marks. Should any for a Greek assail, his cunning words shall not avail. Our ears are deaf to envy's tale, even deaf to envy's tale. Though elsewhere bickerings annoy, here at least are peace and joy. Where friendships built on faith abound, strife and discord near are found. Then drink together, archons dear, the cup of fellowship and cheer. For as the apple of the eye is to us Sigma Pi Phi. For as the apple of the eye is to us Sigma Pi Phi. The apple of the eye. What do that mean?
Means the best thing to him. The apple of my eye. You know, that's the prettiest thing. Like the prettiest girl or something. It's the best thing that could ever happen. The other thing when they say
the house, the boat, the yacht, the cars.
The death from the cup. That's what that symbol. You had the skull and cross. That's the poison symbol. It's on everything.
Yeah.
The cup is representative of the grave.
Of the grave? Grail. It's interesting that he brought up the word that the cup is symbolic of the grail. Because what we found out is that when you're a skull and bones, when you go over, you're called a knight. And the knight is symbolic of the knights of the round table. And that round table is the code word or the buzzword for an upper secret society that's in a book called Anglo-American Establishment, written by Carol Quigley. And in that book, he said in the opening that secret society of which the Rhodes Scholars come from is known as several names. This society has been known at various times as Milner's Kindergarten, as the Round.
Community leaders gathered this evening to talk about public policy goals, specifically in Springfield's Black community. The Beta Sigma Boule fraternity hosted a fireside chat with Suffolk County District Attorney Rachel Rollins. Beta Sigma Boule is the oldest Greek letter organization for professional men of color. Tonight's event encouraged community members to have a conversation with the DA.
The topics of social justice, criminal justice reform, opioid crisis, public health, those are issues that affect everyone, but especially impact the Black community.
And Gregory Vincent, who leads Beta Sigma Boule International, was also in attendance tonight.